What's the motherfucking deal? Until I fucking get out the fucking shower, like right before the den. My eyes be looking red as hell. What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the den. Tonight in the den, we're going to do something different. If you don't know about the den is the best conversation on the internet. I decided we'd give Jussie a little rest this evening. I'm pretty sure he'll come up somewhere in the conversation. But unlike Jussie, tonight we're going to make some confessions. Okay. We call it Sunday Night Confessions. It's something that I would like to start trying to implement on the regular. I think it should be interesting as the den grows. You know, give people a place to maybe release some steam, admit some things maybe you don't want to admit to in your regular day life. Maybe it's a personal issue that you just can't speak on with most people that you're around, or whatever it may be. You know, it's your kind of caller's choice, listener's choice, whatever you want to call it. But before we get into it, you know, I'll spill my little deal, and then we'll open up the Denline for your calls. If you don't know, I guess I should properly introduce myself. If you don't know, I am your host, Ed Honcho. I hope you're all doing well tonight. I hope everybody's having a super Sunday. I guess that's a couple of weeks ago that happened, but anyway, a super Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing fine. Make sure you're following the den on all the proper, there we go, these are red ass eyes, all the proper social networks, facebook.com/DenShowLive, at Twitter and Instagram, different platforms, same name, at Den Show Live. And I believe the closed Facebook group link should be in the description. If not, I'll try to add it in there, you know, sometime during the stream. If not, maybe immediately after. So I thank you all for joining this evening. I guess that should be there, and we'll leave that off. But so tonight, I want to see which you den generates are joining us this evening, which friends of the den are in here tonight. Oh man, I apologize. I was moving slow boogie, and I forgot to get with you. It's been one of them days, man. I fucking forgot. Give me a bit. We'll get it worked out before the stream is over, because Man Up was supposed to join me this evening. I was running late, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I hopped in the shower right before the stream. As y'all can tell, I'm not on time, so y'all know I was running late. We're gonna get that fixed up. We're gonna get that fixed up before too long. We'll get some things set up. I'll take a pause, and then I'll link up with you. We'll get you live. Cause we ain't had Man Up in here in a minute, so definitely we're gonna make that happen. That's my fault. My bad. It completely slipped my motherfucking mind. Shout out to Man Up. We're gonna get him in here in just a minute. Let's see who we got, and then let's see what we got. We'll speak on our friends in the den, and we'll get that worked out. Give me a second. I'll have that working in the background. Beyond the funny nigga, Man Up, Just Sarah, Keisha, always good to see y'all. What's the motherfucking deal? Anthony Bailey, Cavity Creep. Yes, it was a fake story. Officially legal barrel, right? That was crazy. Jared, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Mark, what's the motherfucking deal? Roman, what's the motherfucking deal? 335. Jason, what's the man? I fuck with that Apex a little bit. I said I was gonna fuck with it a little bit more. I played a couple of times, but it's not too bad. I know a lot of people getting mad about it because they said they were LGBTQ. I don't give a shit about that shit. The game, if it's a fun game, the game is fun as long as they ain't doing no off the wall shit on the screen. Simply Deep, 1985. What's the motherfucking deal? Jay Dizzle, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, you know, I had to bring this back for y'all, man. I had seen it in the closet. I was like, you know what? I was like, I ain't brought out the farm shirt in a while. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I had to do it. I knew y'all was gonna give me a hard time. T'Challa, what's the motherfucking deal? Rob Myers, what's the motherfucking deal? White Persuasion, what's the motherfucking deal? I hope y'all are all doing well. McVice, what's the motherfucking deal? Bahamas Mixie, what's the motherfucking deal? Glad you could join us. So like I said, tonight we're gonna do something different. You know, we've been talking about Jess, we've been talking about T.I., we've been talking about Mona Lee, we've just been talking about other shit. But tonight I want to talk about y'all. Okay, I want to talk about y'all. I want to know what's on y'all's mind. I want, you know, we will open up the den line. We'll take some calls, and so we're talking about Sunday night confessions. You know, things you want to get off your chest. Maybe something you've done that you've never admitted, or you know, something people may not know, or something that's bothering you, frustrating. You just need to vent it somewhere. Vincent, what's the motherfucking deal? You know, hey, you tie the dreads up, put the dreads up on top of your head. It's all good. Trained a bitch before. Oh, that ain't no thing, man. That's lightweight. Just throwing a party. That's all that was. But we gonna talk about some shit. I still don't know. I still don't have a confession, quite honestly. I'm thinking about, because I talk so much shit in the den. I share quite a bit about me in the den. Red, that's what's the motherfucking deal. I share quite a bit about myself in the den. So I'm trying to determine, what I could speak on. And so I'm not quite sure. I've done various things, good and bad, in different stages of my life. And so I don't know which way to go. I've never really been just a malicious person, so I can't really think of anything super negative that I've done to somebody that I may want to apologize. And give me just a second. And I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything, confession you are, Ed, man. Oh man, that's terrible. That's the worst confession you could possibly have. I ain't never bodied nobody. I've been close, but never bodied nobody. And so I'm trying to think of what I could confess, to get this party started. You know what I mean? So, I'm really struggling, honestly. I really am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the line probably a little bit early, and we'll just let the conversation kind of flow as it goes. If you guys have something on your mind, something you want to discuss, and again, we'll keep it kosher, but give me just 1 second. Okay, throw some topics out there. I'm cool with that. While y'all are doing that, while y'all are coming up with the topics, give me just a second, because Man Up was supposed to join me tonight, and like I said, I was a bit delayed, so I'm going to be working behind the scenes and bring him in while we're having this discussion. But go ahead and feel free. I'm going to switch the screens up, but I'll keep the mic on so I can see what you guys are talking about. But give me just a moment. And am I angry that I didn't work harder to make it to the NFL? No, the NFL was never my dream. The fucked up thing about it was, I was on and off in college fucking up. I never really thought that, I was of that caliber. It was just never, like I say, never really a dream, never really an intention to make it to the league. And I had some coaches who had played, and they told me some things, but, this is why I say, self-belief, perspective of yourself is very important, because, if you believe, they say if you believe you can achieve, but my deal was, I just never thought that I never thought I'd make it to college, even though I was getting letters and getting all that other stuff, and I had offers, my junior year and things like that. Never thought I'd make it to college. So even then, when my coaches would tell me, hey man, you're getting, interest. There were guys that were going to the league, getting some tryouts and stuff like that. He's like, man, hey, there's been some coaches from some of these teams that have inquired about you. That's when I was a true freshman and thing. And I was like, yeah, whatever. You just telling me that, so I'll try to keep my head on track. I really didn't give a shit. Like, honestly, did not give two fucks about any of that shit. And it's like, so I say it's a bad way to be when you have a negative mentality, when you have a negative thought process. You think everything is bullshit, and you don't appreciate, what you have going on. Now, I don't have any opportunities, I wouldn't say remotely close to that, but let me make sure I put this in the right place. But, I am much more appreciative of the opportunities and things that are given to me in life. Give me 1 second while I'm trying to finagle this, get Man Up to join us here in just a second while I'm working my mojo. Let's see. No, it's a little bit too much. Worst female that I've ever been with. Oh man, I think I've shared this story. The pit bull. And if you haven't heard it, well, you know, it is what it is. And this one has stood out. This was a situation. I was in high school, up to no good. And it was a chick that had some particular interest. And so, you know, we end up linking up after school. And, damn it, what I did to it. Okay, I'll take him off the screen. There we go, right there. And so, you know, things lead to things. And so we get to finagling and all that good stuff. I think we should be good here. Hold on, let me make sure everything's copacetic. All right, here we go. All right, everything should be good. There we go. We got Man Up joining us this evening. Sorry about that. Get that off of there and get the lower third off there. Let me get your audio right. All right, Man Up, how you doing this evening, Man Up?
I can't complain. How you feeling today, man?
Hold on, let me see if that's on my end, because I can barely hear your audio. Give me 1 second. Barely hear you. And that's probably my fault, like I say, for not having everything ready prior to. All right, say something there.
What's going on? Can everybody hear me okay?
Okay, that actually might be try one more thing. Can y'all hear him out there in the chat? Y'all let me know. Make sure everything is copacetic.
Yeah, they said they can hear me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was my phone. I had my volume personally turned down too low. Okay, cool. So Montero, what's the motherfucking deal? Smoke tires. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss no. Baker Man, what's the motherfucking deal? All right. Let me see. Okay, so here we go. Okay, cool. What H-Town Sports? So I'm gonna finish that question. The worst female, and so like I say, in high school, doing some shenanigans and nonsense. Now, one, my dumb ass was doing this with her parents at the house, like there, present, but whatever. So all I'm gonna say was this was my first experience with a carrot shaver, and if you don't know what that means, that is a very toothy oral session. When I say it's still, I have nightmares to this day, you know, stemming back from high school. And, you know, and I call it the pit bull because that's basically what it felt like. It felt like she attacked my phallus. I'm trying to say this all appropriately. And just start, you know, you ever seen a dog with a toy? They just start going crazy with the motherfucking toy. Some shit like that. I'm gonna drop my headphones and shit. Some shit like that. Sorry, I had to get into it. Some shit like that, man. I had to be like, hold on, let's stop this. You know, what are our other options in this situation? So that's a bad deal, man. It was a bad experience. So we all been, and man, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna chill on that. So that experience didn't last too long, but you know, hey, that's probably my worst experience because you know, it was not pleasant for a day or so after that. It was bad, yes. Malice on the phallus. Yeah, I mean, at least he tried, but hey, sometimes trying ain't gonna get the job done. But yeah, that was probably the worst experience that I've had with a female. And you'd be surprised, man. You know, I always hear stuff about the braces and all other stuff. I think I've only messed with one chick that actually had braces, and you would have never known. That's all I'll say about that. So, man up. Glad you could join us this evening. Like I say, I apologize. You know, I got jumped off late and didn't get things in order, but I'm glad that you could join us. So, do you have a confession for us this Sunday evening? Like I say, it's something new I want to start doing on Sundays. You know, and just like I say, just hear from the people. And I mean, if you don't, it's all good. But if you do, you know, let us know. Or you can take some of these questions that they're asking here. Ever thought about suicide? No, not seriously. Not in a serious manner. So I mean, I wouldn't say I like to the point where life is just so bad. I've thought about it in the sense of like, how could someone do that? You know, why and things of that nature, but not in the sense of I'm trying to take myself out. No, I love myself too much for that. No matter how bad it gets, you know what I'm saying. She was part dog and wanted the bone. It said it's not too bad for worst ever. Yeah, it sounds like it's not too bad for worst ever. I'm sure there's probably one or two we could have talked about some what's the nose, the olfactory, is that the olfactory system? There was a couple of them that you get in, you had to get out, and you need one of them fucking Breaking Bad masks and shit before you jump back in that. So I've had a situation like that or two, but that wasn't painful. That situation was painful. So you know what I mean.
Oh man, he cracked me up with this one.
Okay.
But I got one.
All right, what you got?
We'll start with white persuasion. Cause see, it's mighty funny what he said in the comments, talking about my cookies are actually black tar heroin. Well, white persuasion, I'm eating one right now. So you tell me, are they black tar persuasion? Nah. But anyway, I got now, like you said, I gave a lot of my background in the den before too as well, and I do have a little bit of addiction, and that's to tennis shoes. I have about a good 60 pair of tennis shoes. Okay. I have more clothes and shoes and accessories than my wife do. And every time I tell somebody that, they be like, "What the hell?" I'm trying to add backwards, and I get it, I know, but that's just me. I always had that addiction to clothes and shoes. So I got closet. I got my closet. I got my closet downstairs in my basement, and I got part of my daughter's closet full of my stuff.
Damn, now you invasion of privacy. You taking over all the real estate with the shoes, man.
Oh man.
Okay.
So I got a house full of clothes and shoes. So that's one of them to me right there. Okay. So, anything else? Anybody want to discuss with me?
Let's see. I got one for the ladies, and then like I said, we'll open up the line. Like I said, we'll open up a little bit early, like I said, because I just want to know what people are thinking, and we'll get some conversation rolling. I have a question for the ladies, because this is something I've heard various replies. Is it the carrot or the onions? What's most important? I want y'all to, if y'all to let me know. I want to know what y'all think. I see T'Challa in here. She's usually pretty honest about things. No, beyond a funny nigga, I'm not a snitch, but unless you got some drugs or something, let me know. Call me, and we'll find out. Then I'll, you send them to my people house. They're gonna flush that down the toilet because we don't support drugs. Let's see. Ever fucked a fat chick? Yeah, I ain't got no problem with shit. I told you I love the BBWs. I'm average. Like, it's got to be like average. I just can't get into the skinny chicks. That's not my bag. Like, between average and BBW, we ain't talking about fab. I love I appreciate the big girls. I'm not a person. I'm a big dude, so I got a wingspan. You know what I'm saying? I got big hands. I like filling up my hands. Now, I ain't saying that's just the personal preference, but I'm not. I'm not. I ain't got no bias. Mick Fitz, what's the motherfucking deal?
That's me too.
Fucking deal.
I prefer a woman with some meat on her bones.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about a huge woman. Don't get me wrong. But, something I can grab. You know what I'm saying? That's how my wife feels. Something I can grab.
Yeah. Let's see. The carrot or the onion? The carrot or the onion? Man, think about it. The carrot or the onions? I mean, come on, T'Challa. Especially you already in the conversation, so you should figure it out. So you really wanted to play ball but couldn't jump. Really angry about that. Man, like I said, my whole thing with playing ball, like I said, I just had a bad attitude, man, and I didn't have that focus. I didn't have, not that I didn't have the passion, because apparently I guess the skill was there. That wasn't ever my goal. That wasn't ever the thing that I wanted to do. It wasn't ever like, man, I want to make it to the NFL. I started playing football just because I was angry. You know what I'm saying? It was a way to vent and take out frustrations and things like that. So that's kind of how that all got started. Here, let me adjust. I forgot excuse me, when I have a guest on, I got to change up the line just a second. So give me just a second. We'll get it all booted up. But so, there's that whole situation. Now, I don't want y'all to be afraid. I don't want y'all in here acting scared like y'all afraid. This is the den. We all a bunch of den generates. Shit, half y'all don't even show your face. Don't nobody know y'all. I put myself out there. If y'all got questions, feel free to ask. I'm not tripping on none of that shit. And if anything's off limits, I'll just tell your ass shut the fuck up. I ain't answering that shit. But no, for the most part, we are kosher. Son of a bitch. You know what? I think I left those other things upstairs. So we may have to handle this in a different fashion. Let me see how this works out. Give me a second. So,
yeah, football. I can tell you, I played a little.
I want to make sure y'all can hear me here. Make sure everything is still the same. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to. Y'all have to give me just 1 second because like I said, I forgot. Let me get this one little piece of equipment. It'll give me about 45 seconds or so, and I'll be right back. Because if I go this way, I won't be able to hear man up. So give me just a second. Okay, sorry about that. I sincerely apologize. That was definitely on me just being out of whack this evening. But we should be good to go. Let's see what we got going on here.
Yeah, they said they couldn't hear me.
They said they could hear you. Can you? How about now? Yeah, you might. Your audio might have been off whenever I switched the thing. I'm not sure. Can y'all hear man up now?
Yeah, they were saying they couldn't hear me at first.
Okay, you can. Okay, all right. Everything looking good. Let's get this properly set up here. And like I say, man, because again, there is no show without the friends in the den. I want to know what y'all feel. I want to know what's on y'all's mind. Let's open up the den line, and y'all can feel free. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's a confession. Maybe it's like a halfway AMA type situation. You ain't gonna ask me just anything, but we'll engage in the majority of the conversation. So, and again, like this gives me a chance to y'all to get to know me to get y'all to know y'all a little bit better, because that's ultimately what it's about. Like I say, we're all friends in the den. It's about getting to know each other, having established a quality culture. Mark Gutierrez, what's the motherfucking deal? Have you ever? No, fuck no. I'm trying to goddamn crack, man. What the fuck? Let me see. You say 3 years now, no booze. That's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. Nah, that's what. Congratulations on that, man. I just say, have you ever conducted a scratch and sniff test? And if so, test failed you. Ooh.
Wow.
Depends on. Have I ever? I don't want to say what it depends on, but have I ever? I have. I have. I'm not gonna be. I'm like, it's not gonna be no. No oral stimulation or shit like that. But I definitely have. I probably had a couple of encounters that I look back on like, Honcho, you dirty fucking dog. So yeah, I'm sure I have. I had one I know where I tried. It didn't got to a point where it's like, man, fuck, you guys to go, man. Like this shit is not happening. Like it's. If I can smell that shit, I know you can smell that shit. Like this shit ain't. Like I say, sometimes you try to push through the situation. Sometimes you just need to get there. But yeah, nah, that ain't it. You say my homeboy trying to jump off the lowrider scene here and wants me to lowride my Crown Vic. You don't know about that, man? Shit, make it shake, man. Make it shake. So here's the deal. Like I said, we're gonna open up the line. I want to know what y'all are feeling. I want to know what y'all are thinking. I want to know what's on y'all mind. If y'all have something you want to honestly throw out there, and I know some of y'all acting scared. Some of y'all knew I don't want to say nothing, Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Be out of band, but it was worse than that. This shit smelled like. I don't know. Hold on. We got a call coming in. We gonna take this call and we gonna come back to it, man. Hold on. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Hi, this is T'Challa.
Already, T'Challa. What's the motherfucking deal, T'Challa? What you want to drop in the den tonight?
Hey, I have a few things that I would like to touch on. Some things that you've been bringing up here. The first thing was you asked the ladies if it was the size of the carrot or the onions. I'm thinking you're referring to the dick or the balls. I think it's size to a certain extent because I've had extremes on both ends that happened to me within my lifetime. I had a really, really tiny penis. I mean, I didn't even think, a penis of that size existed on an adult male. And then which of course was an enjoyable experience because I didn't even feel anything. And I also had on the other end where a guy was really large, but it was just an unenjoyable experience. It was just the way that he was moving, not necessarily the size of it. I mean, he just stroked funny. That's why I don't like foreign men. I prefer American men. Men from different countries don't know how to fuck. I mean, it's just true.
Okay.
So I think that it's a combination of size to a certain extent, but it's definitely the way that you stroke and the way that you move once you put your penis inside of a woman that will really make it an enjoyable experience. So that's my take on that.
Okay.
And then I saw Craig in the thing talking about being or Craig or another gentleman, I don't know if it's a man or a woman actually, talking about drinking. If you come from a family of drunks, if you drink, you're going to be a drunk. Point blank, period. There's no way around it. And there's no such thing as a functional drinker. If you drink every day, you're a drunk. If you have multiple drinks a day, you're a drunk. There's no way you could be functional like that if you have to depend on that to get through your day. And I'm not just talking shit. I mean, I've been there. So that's how I know. And you just have to leave it alone, period. Otherwise, you're going to be a drunk. And then Brian said that he eats booty holes. So I need Brian to give me his number.
Well, there you go, Brian. Hey.
Because I want to be next in line.
Make a move. Hey, somebody trying to get them groceries.
All right, that's it.
I appreciate the call. Shout out to T'Challa for being a good sport, man. Appreciate the call.
I will say this here.
That's the way.
T-Child.
That's the way to jump it off right there, man.
Yeah, T-Child is always honest, man. So now I like that about a woman. She says what she wants, what's on her mind, what she wants. That's the only way you're gonna be satisfied in life. I ain't talking about just sex. I'm talking about anything. You come out and say what you want because can't nobody read your mind. So I salute each other for that.
Yeah. Okay, we got another call coming in. Let's see if we're gonna be able to match that last call. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Roman, what's the motherfucking deal, Roman? How you doing this evening? What you want to drop in the den tonight, man?
Man, I'm good. I don't know what the hell that call was, but I'm good. I'm good.
All right. So you got a confession for us, Roman, man? What you got, man?
Yeah, I don't know. She was feeling a different way tonight. I don't even know, man. But what was I about to say? No, really, Honcho, I ain't got nothing to say, man. She kind of took all the words off my mouth. I really ain't got nothing to say, man. I'm just saying what's up to everybody, bro, because I got to get up in the morning, so I'm tired. I'm just saying what's up to everybody, and everybody just have a good day, man. That's all, man.
Already. She didn't cut the Roman rant short already.
I mean, hey, she wanted to feel like that. Look, that's her, bro. But she turned the whole mood just to a whole 360. I was like, well, damn. So that call got me like, well, I'm just looking. I'm like, what? So, hey, she won't feel like that shit. That's her, man. All means, but I'm about to lay in his bed. So I'm gonna talk to you later, Honcho.
Already, Roman, man. Appreciate the call.
Anytime.
All right.
Oh my God,
that's funny, man. Look. You didn't end the Roman rant. Roman usually got something good to say. He go talk for a little bit, and it's all good. But look, he's like, man, after that one, I don't even know. We appreciate the call, though, Roman, man. That's what's shaking. Okay, so I mean, are there going to be any other ladies that are going to be as honest as?
Yes.
Teach. Yeah, that's what I want to know, because we have a lot of folks in here who come through and they're honest, they're open minded. We try to be real frank, but I think that as far as females go, but I think T'Challa, Heidi don't ever call. She just be swearing as Google Translator and shit. T'Challa's probably the next most consistent, and I'm just trying to think. I don't think there has been any. I mean, there's been some other ladies come and go. But yeah, definitely the most honest and open with, various topics. And it's not always just the wild stuff, but when we talk about other things too. So I want to know who is going to match that call, who is going to at least be honest. Cause I know y'all guys, look, I know there's some skeletons in your closet, y'all got to do some spring cleaning. Y'all took them way back off in the back. That's a tough one to match though. I mean, keeping it real. Look, you gotta look at niggas. Got dudes scared of calling. I don't really know if I want to. I'm a chill, so I don't even know. But
hey,
yeah.
I said that in the video you did before, man. How T'Challa was very honest. Oh yeah, and that kind of reminds me right now. I forgot the name of that video that you did, but anyway, she was talking about how she used to wonder about, what guys, look like under the belt and stuff like that. And I was like, I appreciate that honesty, because we already know women think that they're just trying to be the sweet, innocent thing. Just be real. Just what you do, that's what you do. It is what it is. Nobody ain't tripping. It's part of life. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. So I appreciate a woman that can come out and just say, hey, this is what she wants. Yeah. Awesome.
Absolutely. Shaolin, Joshua Lamel, what's the motherfucking deal? D-Love. Man, just Sunday night confess. Whatever. If you have something to confess, you want to just be honest, something you need to get off your chest, something maybe you never told anybody, just something you may honestly be thinking. If y'all missed T'Challa's call, she was very honest. I'd asked a question to the ladies, what's more important, the carrot or the onions? And she told us of some of her various experiences. Apparently, foreign men don't have the American stroke, so that's something new. Let's see what else. And she talked about both ends of the spectrum can, I guess, be equally bad. So I guess the saying goes, it's not the size of the boat, but the motion in the ocean is true. So, and then she mentioned, as far as, if you're drinking every day, if you need to, there's no such thing as a functional drunk. I believe she said something like that. So, very interesting. Let's see. What happened? Unique comes and goes, man. She comes and goes. Sometimes she's here, sometimes she's not. She be having to put in work and stuff like that. So when she does come, it's always welcome. So
I always say this. I say this every time that I'm in the chat or whatever. This is one time I think ladies should call in, express themselves, say what's on your mind, say what you're thinking, whatever it is. Come on out, talk. You're given the opportunity, but you don't speak. Yeah, come on now.
You. This is not a place of judgment. This is not a place of anything. You're curious to know how people feel. We're all friends in the den, so it is what it is. And then she wanted to do some grocery shopping with Brian. So, there's that. That's some wild shit. That's some wild shit. Bahamas Mixie says size doesn't matter, girls are lying if they say it doesn't. Okay. Well, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Oh man, what if she farted? That's terrible. Terrible. So here's my deal though. That's a wild situation. So there's a thing. Is that a? I don't want to call it a double standard. Okay, that's not the word that I want to use. But they say it's we talk body positive, we talk all those things. For women, you're not supposed to judge them by physical appearance or this or that. But women, well, I guess it takes you to get naked to find out. But that it's a thing that they use if they feel a certain way. It's the Minute Man, or they got the new emojis that are supposed to be coming out, and one of them is like this or something, and so they talking about that's gonna be the new little dick emoji for women and stuff like that. So why is it okay for women to have that judgment, but men aren't supposed to say certain things? I'm curious. And Brian, you were wild when Brian said it don't matter, it's just gas, man. He said you heard was he slid in the den, was a female saying man's dick and balls. You ain't know what was going on. Yeah, that was T-Chop. So, like I say, it's no concern to be like, I don't really give a shit, because here's the thing though, as long as that's always the saying, because if like a man and a woman have a falling out, that'll be her thing. You got a little dick. Fuck it, I got mine. You know what I'm saying? So, who wins that argument? Even if you still got your nut, who wins that argument? I mean, because ultimately, that's what it's all about. I assume. I assume. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting. Very interesting. You say. Yeah, if it smelled like tuna, why can't we say anything? Oh shit, I'm saying something. When I was younger, I might have been to the point where I'm like, I'm just trying to get some pussy, so I ain't really tripping. Now that I'm older, man, look, there's so many options in the world. Look, girl, you grown, because I don't like no young bras. I've never have really, even when I was younger. I preferred older and very within my age. But now it's like, you too old for that shit. If you don't know, we got to have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We 41 deep. Oh, we 41 deep, and don't nobody want to call in with no confessions. The only person that called in with a confession is Teach Holly get the real one award tonight, because I see everybody. Everybody else afraid. She set the standard. She set the bar too high, and I think everybody else afraid.
Yeah, I see. Excuse me. I see a lot of ladies in the chat. I see. Come on, call in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Call in. Ask me some questions. Ask Honcho some questions. Come on.
Man, y'all feel free, man. You said you would call in, but you with nothing to confess. Yeah, you probably recovering from a hangover full of Hennessy's, Zaxby's, and a group session with a few BBWs. So that's Phoenix. It is what it is. Ain't nobody even tripping. What is there to say after that? So, there it is, what that is. Let's see. But here's the thing. I got a question for the fellas. And again, like some of y'all, everybody had, hold on, we got a call. Hold on. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hey, this Beyond a Funny Nigga.
Already Beyond. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What you got to drop in the den tonight, man?
I mean, I was thinking, I think it was about last year before the summertime and shit. And I was fucking this bitch. And and I ain't gonna lie, I nutted in that bitch, but it was just a little bit, so I didn't think it was gonna count and shit. And then like I was on Instagram like a couple months after that and shit. And like she was posting pictures of her baby and shit. And that nigga looked just like me and shit. So I blocked that bitch. But that's all I gotta say, man. Hey, don't post this video though, cause I ain't trying to get tracked down.
I got you, mate. I got you. Shout out to Beyond the Funny nigga. God damn. I guess that's the way to do it, huh? Shout out to Beyond the Funny nigga, man. He said he blocked that bitch. Fuck it. You ain't finna get a hold of me. Hey, there you go. That's goddamn, man. I mean, shit.
Wow.
Man, I told y'all I had a situation where a chick tried to hit me with an okie doke one time. Like she had tried to hit me with some old bullshit. And that was my dumb ass for continuing to fuck with her though. But I told y'all about she tried to hit me with the what's that shit called? The fucking the sonogram or whatever they call it, the fucking picture or whatever.
Ultrasound.
Oh, ultrasound, yeah, ultrasound. I'm talking about sonogram, the ultrasound. And she gonna try to bring me the fucking picture, but this motherfucking shit got a dip in it. Like a picture coming, you know, it's supposed to be square. You know what I'm saying? Why this whole look obtuse? This whole got extra angles and shit in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't look right. Date missing on this hoe and everything. I'm like, oh, you know, I ain't never had no kid or nothing, but I know that, you know, there has to be some fucking, you know, some kind of pertinent information on this shit. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit was missing numbers and all kind of shit. And she talking about, oh yeah, you know, I'm pregnant, so you know, this and this. And so I was like, she was talking about she wanted to have an abortion. And so I didn't believe her in the first place because she was like a pathological liar, and I knew better, you know, than fucking with her first place. But man, she could fucking cook. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, she could fucking cook her motherfucking ass off. So, you know, that's when I was staying lit. So hey, shit, I'm finna go give me something to grub on, you know, give me a little action and, you know, be on about my way. And so I was just like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't finna give you no money. You know what I'm saying? That's just not gonna happen. I'm just like, shit, how about this? Well, if you wanna go, I'll meet you at the spot. You put your half on the table, I put my half on the table, we go from there. And she was like, nah, I don't wanna do all that. That's embarrassing. And I was like, well, shit, showing up in the motherfucker in the first place is gonna be embarrassing if you're embarrassed by that. So she was like, well, fuck it, then I'm gonna have it. I'm like, well, shit, do it. Just call me whenever the due date is. I'll come check it out. If it look like me, we'll see where we go from there. You know, if not, then it is what it is. Man, after that, you know, I ain't never hear from her. And I stopped fucking with her after that just because she was just on some nonsense. And I happened to stumble across this motherfucker a couple of years later. And she had another look at it. I said, yeah, this one, that's yours right there. I'm like, man, this motherfucker don't look nothing like me if you don't get off the gas. But my stupid ass got back to fucking with the broad at least a couple more times, just on some dumb shit, being young and stupid, you know. But yeah, yes, she could cook she was a professional head doctor. So definitely, you know, hey, get fed, get some head, you know, you really can't complain about that. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, my dumb ass fucked with her again, you know, just on some dumb shit, on some old, you know, yeah, it was real good, you know, she could cook, you know it ain't mine. So, you know, niggas be thinking stupid with their dick instead of fucking with their brain sometimes. And yeah, so, but it is what it is. After that, it wasn't no more crazy situations. At least I don't think it was. Actually, there might have been another crazy situation. I ain't gonna talk about that one though. We gonna leave that last part off of what happened with that shit.
Oh man. Go.
Yeah, we confessed on Sunday. It's the confessional, man. We speaking our piece, man. We had T. Tyler call in and, you know, drop some knowledge, drop some game. You know, hit the HEB, get some groceries. And then beyond blocking possible baby mamas, you know. So you know, that's that. Pregnant pussy.
Got me thinking about that old UGK song.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't think I have. If I did, I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Now here's what I got, fellas, and let's be real. Let's keep it honest. Yeah, y'all be acting like, you know, y'all ain't never fuck with the BBWs too. So what I've heard is something like this. Okay, I've heard they say that the big girls can't take the wood, but skinny girls got that action. I've never really rocked with skinny girls. It's just something. When I was young, man, when I was young growing up, I remember seeing a billboard. This is when I lived in Beaumont, and I remember seeing like a billboard about AIDS, and like the little motherfucker was skinny. So I thought all skinny people had AIDS. You know what I'm saying? I thought all skinny people had, so like somehow that was ingrained in my mind as a child, and so I never ever was attracted to like skinny chicks. That was just kind of how it's always been. I always thought they had AIDS. Like no real foundational basis for this fucking belief. And so, you know, it just is what it is. But so that's why I guess, you know, maybe that affected the way that I thought about them. But so I don't think I've ever fucked with just like a skinny broad. I fuck with some on the lighter side, but I wouldn't just say skinny. They still had some type of assets. You know what I'm saying? You say skinny girls your favorite in high school, now they a turn on. Say broke a condom off of the fat chick, try to scoop. Interesting. More cushion for the pushing. Say BBW like a futon. She could just keep folded out till you find your comfort.
Ooh-wee.
I'm glad it hurt. Oh, but y'all got some motherfucking sayings, man. Look, don't be afraid, man. Call up that Denline. I want to hear what y'all talking about, man. I want to know what y'all saying to this motherfucker. Like, look, don't be afraid. That may be true now that I think about it.
Joe, I got a question for you.
Okay, what you got?
Can you answer this? Why is it on Mother's Day you go all out for mom, but on Father's Day you just give them a tie and get the hell on?
Interesting.
Because me and my wife was having that discussion earlier today, and I was like, you can't have the child without the man. Mm-hmm. I know women don't want to hear that, but you. So why is that? You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a moment.
Man, and the thing about that's super fucked up. And like I say, that's a very interesting because, you know, the fathers don't get the love. But the thing that kills me the most is the when they be, I'm the mama and the daddy. I hate that shit. You're the mother, especially, you know, single moms. If you're the mother, and that's it. You may be a very good single mom, but no matter what you think you're doing, you cannot replace a father figure. It doesn't matter if you got a son or a daughter or whatever it may be. Even especially if you have a son, because that son will always want to know what his father was like, even if, you know, he may or may not be in his life, but he's always going to have that inside of him. And that's what I think, you know, has a lot of angry, let's see, we got a call coming in. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's up, Honcho? This D-Love.
D-Love, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What would you like to drop in the den tonight?
Okay, so I found it difficult to try to figure out what to think about anything that I want to take my fast, because, you know, but I guess I'll just tell y'all about what I did like my senior year in high school. It was this white girl. She was like white and Mexican and stuff like that. And it was during lunch period. You know, I went ate my little lunch during the period, and then they was in a library. Like, she was in a library with some other dude. But the other dude was like, he was like designated to be there. So I'm hanging out with her, and, you know, she's kind of pretty patient. So I just remember that we standing like next to each other, because she was asking dude like who was taller between us two, and I had a mohawk, so I guess that made me taller. But as soon as she was done, like, she gave me like a passionate hug and stuff like that. She looked back at the dude, and then she tells him that, you know, some crazy stuff like we were married 5 years, and then, you know how you put your finger above somebody's head and you just roll it. You know, basically signifying that they're cuckoo. Yeah. I did it, but like, I was dumb enough to actually do it to where she could see it. So she was like, "Really? Okay." So after that, I'll leave until I'm going to the restroom. And, you know, she told me to, you know, make sure I come back and stuff like that. And I didn't. I didn't go back. Okay, so a couple hours later, she confronted me. She like, "Why didn't you come back?" And I was like, because it was funny. And I actually did it because I thought it was, like, I stood up because I thought it was funny. I mean, now that I think about it, it was kind of unnecessary, but Yeah. So yeah, that's my confession.
Okay. So what? I mean, what was it that was she not attractive in your personal preference, or I mean, what was it about it that it kept you from returning?
But can you repeat the question, Honcho? I was actually about to hang up until I could be talking.
Oh, say no. Say what was it? What was it that kept you from returning? Did you really think that just because she was cuckoo, or what was the situation about that?
Are you asking me why I set her up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the thing was, she was kind of, like I said, she was flirtatious. I mean, she flirted with multiple dudes. Mm-hmm. I was not feeling that. Mind you, she was attractive. Mm-hmm. Not even a lot, but she wasn't really thick. She was kind of like mild, but she flirted with a lot of dudes, and I guess that was it. I mean, I wasn't really feeling it, but I mean, like I said, it was kind of a dick move to stand up like that. Okay. But at the same time, I thought it was funny. But yeah, I mean that that was it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a bit, man. I appreciate the call, D-Love. Excuse me.
I appreciate it. I try, like I said, I mean, I find it difficult to find anything that I can confess. So, yeah, appreciate it.
I already appreciate it. All right. So I see Red Ass saying something about a dude that prefers the Red Wings, which is terrible. That's terrible. That's like a fucking murder scene. Is that why your name is Red S? Red Situation? So there's that. Say women operate more on emotions, therefore they parent more emotionally, where men are parent more logically. Word.
Yeah, that is kind of nasty, but hey, everybody has their own choice. So what am I to say? Everybody has their preference. So what am I to say?
Yeah. That's terrible. That's awful though.
If he likes the Red Wings, he should go to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, don't do that. Don't go to Detroit. Don't do the Red Wings. Don't do none of that stuff. just avoid all of those situations. So yeah, there's that, man. Somebody tell R. Kelly to call in. We won't tell nobody else. So yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's very, very. Oh, Pornhub or X videos? It's a very good question. You know, me personally, I prefer the good amateur shit. I think X videos has a bunch of repetitive shit. You know, people just be uploading some on anything on that bitch. That's what people be spamming. You know, that's where motherfuckers be, you know, putting their affiliate shit, all that other bullshit there. So I would say Pornhub, because I think you get more original works there. So, you know, there's me.
I don't know about that. I don't watch too much of that stuff, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I just go upstairs to my bedroom, you know, make it happen. I have kids.
You say got a button down today. What's the special occasion? Ain't nothing. I just want to wear the farm shirt because I ain't wore it in a while. You know, I know motherfuckers you know, always talk shit about the farm shirt, so I had to throw it on just to talk some shit. I'm gonna be honest with my shit fingers. If that's the case, man, I need some of that Brock Osweiler 7 million. Break your pops off a check, you know, so we can upgrade the den. You know what I'm saying? Say never run a train or chick with dudes you don't trust or thoroughly know. Better just don't do it. Yeah, man, because your partners, I don't care who they are, they foul. All right, it's some shit that they don't care what them niggas tell you. Niggas lie. Niggas is foul. Don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had those adventures when I was in high school, but I'm grown. I ain't got no time for that shit.
Yeah, I can't see myself, you know what I'm saying, something with another man. I don't look at another man like that. No, forget that crap.
It used to be. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know, one, there's a rule. You polar opposites. You on one end, you on the other. Ain't no kind of conflict situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be looking. Don't be looking no motherfucker all the night. That's some old weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be you look at that direction, look down at her, whatever the fuck you got to do. Don't be with the shenanigans shit. Let's see. But outside of that, like I say, you know, it is what it is. Like I say, trust me, I had a partner. We used to. It was just a whole situation. Like I said, you used to be. It would be funny because we would in high school for some reason we'd always end up like fucking with the same broads. You know what I'm saying? And so like fuck it, see if she about it. We end up talking to motherfucker into some shit, and or she was with the shit. Sometimes you'd be surprised you got to talk a motherfucker into the shit. They would be with the shit. But you know that's that. But those days, like I say, I don't think I'm that cool with nobody no more to be doing no shit like that. And like I say, I'm trying to be the star of my own movie. I ain't got time for the rest of that shit. Shit. Let's see. A train with a flip. Yeah, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. Let's see. You choose from 3 out from my phone. You gotta stop hanging with your cousin, D-Love. It sounds like some shenanigans going on. Let's see. And no, you do not. So I don't know what kind of situations y'all in. You know, you do not. You ain't gotta be looking at another motherfucker. You looking at your half of the chick. Okay, you stay on your half, I stay on my half. You know, that's how it. Look,
Let me ask you a question.
do I think incest? Hell yeah, incest is wrong. What kind of weird is that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of weird shit is that? You know what I'm saying? That shit is not natural. I mean, I know probably way off in the backwoods they doing some old other type of shit, but nah, you know what it is. You say that's what happened a few times. You go to watch porn and think it's a lady, starts to turn out to be a man. Oh man.
Hey, let me ask you something, Honcho. Do you ever look at Google News feed?
Occasionally.
Have you ever heard of a woman called Lisa Sparks?
The name, it sounds familiar, but I'm not. It just don't ring a bell. It sounds like I've heard it before, but I don't think it rings a bell.
Oh, read my Google News feed, and her name popped up. She holds the Guinness Book of World Records, and you'll never guess what it's for. Never in your lifetime guess what it's for.
The biggest gangbang?
Basically. Let me tell you the number. 919 men in 12.
919 in 12 hours?
Oh, God.
I don't like. Look, you need some algebra. You need some fucking trigonometry or some shit to figure that out. Like, what kind of?
I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? Then I was like, what the hell Google sending me?
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, like man, that's some old off the wall shit.
Oh my God. Y'all don't believe me? Go look at it.
That's terrible. That's
Spark.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. We got a call. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening? Hello. Hello. Who do we got calling into the den this evening?
We got Cum on the wall. That's me right there.
So anyway, like I was saying, that's really a off the wall situation. 919 men in 12 hours. That's a fucking shift. Man, ain't nobody. And like, what if you 909? What if you like number 919? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd heard of sloppy seconds, but sloppy 919th. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a terrible situation, man. That's like what did they do? Did they like draw numbers? Like, you know, was it a raffle? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that whole situation go? Like, you know, motherfuckers be drawing straws and shit. Like, you drew the worst. If you drew 919, that's the worst situation. But like, what's she going for, 1,000? Like, what is going on? And who's willing to take that risk? Like we just talking about you can't even trust your motherfucking homeboy. You trust 918 other niggas to be kosher. What's the
Oh
motherfucking deal?
man.
Who we got calling into the den this evening? Hello, hello.
Jaybird.
So, that's a whole odd situation. 918 of your closest friends. What is this? Some fucking MySpace friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't got time for that. So, yeah.
I was like, that. I say, okay, we all been with a girl that had that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But what in the hell was that last person thinking? He must have been a straight virgin, just happy to go get some, and then the one guy say he ain't a virgin no more.
Man.
That gotta be.
I'm gonna be honest. That's the worst situation you could be. If that's for your first time to ever get some action, you were number 919 in a gangbang. Man, I wouldn't tell nobody that shit. I wouldn't have even told anybody I participated. Like if I was number one, maybe. If I was like the first dude, yeah, I set that shit off, Because I mean, here's the deal: with that many motherfuckers, like, there's no way you were able to really get off. Like maybe the first couple of niggas probably might have got off because they had to, but then after that, she's like, man, let's get this shit over. She started you probably got to stick it in and move, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Like, what kind of shit was going on, man? Like, who organized this event? What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we got calling in? What's the motherfucking deal? Who is this?
No, this is a for real call. This is Jaybird. I wanted to say my confession.
This is gonna be so off the wall. What you got?
One time I smoked some like K12, and then I ended up next to some nigga that streams named Honcho with some dreads.
At least make it funny. That shit was so motherfucking. Call it the right shit at least. The shit, but K2 talk about some K12. This motherfucker talk about primary grade school and shit. I'm fucking to K12. This nigga skipped all the other ones. He skipped K3 through fucking 11. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker here so throwed out. You probably smoking some K12 right now because that shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. You ain't ever been next to me. I'd know a motherfucker with that voice next to me. I'd be after motherfucker broke your ass down. Like, cause you strange. I don't trust motherfuckers who sound like you. Sound like you on some other shit. So there's that. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called into the den this evening?
What's cracking, Honcho? This is Dr. Rabbit.
Dr. Rabbit. What's the motherfucking deal, Dr. Rabbit? What would you like to drop in the den this evening?
We talk about confessions.
Yes.
I got one.
All right. What you got there, Dr. Rabbit?
I hate school.
Why do you hate school, Dr. Rabbit?
Because there's a lot of stuff that won't really benefit you in the future. So your core classes, biology or science, like language arts, math, and what's the other one? History. What do those contribute to you if you're not going to college?
I mean, it gives you some generalized knowledge about the world in which you live in. I think it doesn't hurt to have those things. It gives you an understanding of, at least a core understanding of, the way things work, why things are the way they are currently. They say if you don't learn your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Now, I admit once you get out of school, you don't need those things, but some of those topics could be of interest and maybe something that you want to continue studying. You may find something interesting if you do decide to go to college. It's something that, you may find a field to get into. If you don't, it could just be something of interest that you may want to study up on. But I think to have a general knowledge of the world in which you live in is important. I'm not saying you have to be all in depth. You don't have to be a fucking biologist, and you don't have to be a fucking mathlete and mathematician and all that other shit. But you should have a basic understanding of how things work, why things are the way they are. So it may seem pointless, but there is some value there.
I can see that. But you don't need to know how to solve trinomials in order to get a job at McDonald's.
So is McDonald's the end game for you?
Hell no.
Okay, so then that may open up other doors. That may benefit you in some personal aspect. It could be a personal project that you may be working on that that may be a benefit to you. There's a lot of people who've been successful without going to school. That kind of knowledge may help you solve some type of equation that you might become the next Elon Musk or something. Who fucking knows? But what I'm saying is, there's no reason to, get as much knowledge as you can. Guess what? There's not too many other places that are giving you knowledge for free. And so you take that shit and you run with it. You capitalize on it. Use it as a building block for your future.
Well, I mean, look at, it's like a weird example, but look at Malcolm X.
All right. Appreciate you coming through, Bob.
He learned a lot from prison.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go to jail to figure out, your direction in life, Dr. Rabbit, you go to jail and then you can get you a job at McDonald's after that. If that's your goals, if that's what you're trying to accomplish, then go for that. But I'm telling you, appreciate school while you're there. You may not have the best time, you may not be the most popular, you may not enjoy every moment of it, but again, there's nowhere else in life that once you get out of there, everything else you're going to do is going to cost you. So you take advantage of it, capitalize on being the best person that you can be while you're there, maximize the knowledge that you can intake, find ways to make it benefit you while you're young, you don't have as many responsibilities, and then you try to benefit as much as you can while you don't have that overhead. Because once you get out, once you become an adult, or you do go to college, or you do start working, or any of these other things, trust me, you'll be talking about how you wish you were back in school, or you had some other kind of thing going on similar to that. Because that being an adult thing, it's a scam. They sold us all this scam. We thought it was a good idea, and it's terrible. And once you get there, you don't get to go back. So enjoy it. Capitalize on every opportunity you can while you're in school. Learn everything you can while you're in school for free. Study hard, do the best that you can do, and kind of figure out your path after that.
What? I'm sorry, I kind of dozed off there. Anyway,
sound like you were sniffing cocaine, Dr.
Thank you, Honcho. I'm gonna go ahead and sign.
I'm done with you, Dr. Rabbit. That conversation is over.
Let me say real quick, man. Huh? For all of those that's talking about not going to school, not going to college, not doing this and doing that with your life, at the end of the day, it is your choice. But like Honcho just said, that's free education. You go anywhere else, you're gonna have to pay for it. Once you leave high school and you want to get more knowledge on things, you got to pay for it. Take that to advantage. If you want to learn a little bit more stuff, there's always some stuff they're gonna teach in school that we're gonna feel like that we don't need to know. That what am I gonna do with this in my future anyway? Well, we all gonna feel that way about something. But then later on in life, something's going to come up to where you feel like you're going to need that information and you wish you would have paid attention. I'm not going to lie, that was me. Excuse me, that's why I made her speak on that. So there are some things that's going on, man, that in life, like I tell my little girl, she tells me all the time she don't like school. I said, well, hey, we all have to go through it. It is what it is. Then I'm telling her, like today, I just quizzed her on some math questions. And she asked me why. I say, math is number one thing in life. No matter what you do, you gotta know how to count. You gotta know how to do this and do that. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this here. Get your education. Educate your brain. You don't want to be a dumb fuck. Because when you get around someone that's trying to, better themselves and they leave you behind, you're the one that's going to feel lost. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is this here. Nobody likes a dumb person. Nobody wants to hang around a dumb person. And I'm not calling nobody dumb, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, if you don't take this free education, you are dumb. Sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. And you got to, again, use that shit as a catapult to the next platform. And I think that's the thing, when you're in it, it's hard to understand it. Trust me, I was the same way, and I had plenty of advantage. It wasn't even that the shit wasn't hard. It was none of that shit was difficult. I just didn't want to do the work. And that was just my mind from, like that. And this shit is stupid. I'm never going to use this. I'm not going to do no homework. Fuck that. I'm not taking this work. This is school work. I ain't taking it. If I don't finish it at school, it ain't getting done. Just a bunch of things, I convinced myself was legitimate because it wasn't really too many people sitting there telling me, hey, man, you really need to focus on this and do what you do and take advantage of it. So I just, went to school. When I did go to school, I really only showed up, like I say, to take fucking tests. And I'd ace the test, and the tests were like 70% of the grade. Usually ace those. If it was just, if I did not do, 100%, then I'd fucking, do a little homework or something just to make sure I got right over that passing grade and call it a wrap. That's all I cared about. As long as I get to pass to go on to the next thing. And that was just my mentality, because I just didn't care. But now I look back on it and said, man, if I'd have took that extra, hour or 10, 15 minutes or whatever it was to do the homework, to do the additional assignments a day, to actually focus on it instead of doing some of the other stupid shit that I was doing at that time, all of that time would have added up and maybe put me in a better position. All right, Jeremiah, I know you got to go make the macaroni. So, then you're a little scarred. Oh, yeah, your little macaroni get you right, man. And so, that's my thing, man. And that's the thing. You just have to, you have to make an effort to do what you got to do. You have to, all right, Roger Phoenix. So again, like I say, you have to take advantage of why you have these opportunities, why these things are being given to you. Use it. And again, there's so many other people with the mind frame that Dr. Rabbit had calling in. Shit, the competition is easier. It gets easier by the day. The more and more people feel like, oh, this ain't necessary, that ain't necessary shit. It's fucking easy money, So,
yeah. Too, with the Strawberry 33, she told the truth. A lot of people gonna look at it like he's rich, but he or she, I don't know if it, but said, don't be a Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, you got money, you got this, you got that. Yeah, that man couldn't even read or write. He just now learning this, just learned it. And look, we were making fun of him the other day, yesterday, whatever it was, about that so-called letter that he wrote. It's like, come on now. Yeah, be smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling nobody to go to school or anything go to college or nothing like that. No, I'm not. But I'm telling you. Say, do foremost. After that, it's all on you.
And I agree with T'Challa said, that it's not, schools aren't meant to teach everything. They're meant to lay a foundation. Your parents are supposed to guide and supplement your education. Yeah, what schools do is they introduce you to a variety of topics, a variety of things. And you can find something that, catches your attention. You may not care about most of it, but it's going to be something, hopefully there's something that catches your attention. You say, hey, you know what? I'm interested in this particular subject. And it's up to you to enhance your knowledge and your ability to comprehend certain things on that subject. And school is not going to be the end all be all. That's why some school you see these things. Oh, this school is better than that school, or this, that, and the third. Because every school is not capable. Every school does not have quality teachers. Every school does not have, the same level of the library quality or whatever, the resources that they have. So you have to make the decisions for yourself to want better. Otherwise, you're selling yourself short right now by saying, "Oh, fuck school, I don't really care." And again, I'm telling you this from experience. It's not me talking down like, "Oh, I was always excellent in school." This is motherfucker that I've seen the difference or the what happens when you are educated, when you're not, or when it's not even about being educated, but when you maximize the opportunities when you're given those opportunities. But when you don't capitalize on that, it's going to be much more difficult for you in life. So get it while it's free. Get it while you have the chance. I saw somebody ask, let me see. By Duckworth. Why I say I can't read, write, nor comprehend. But he's the wise man. He meditates and he gets the information. Let's see. Somebody asked something about a purpose. I'm trying to see. Let me see. It said, do you feel like I have a purpose? Something like that. I'm not sure. I forgot where it was. I was trying to find it back in the thing. I don't know what a purpose. I don't want to say I don't know what a purpose is, but I'll be honest, because I used to always say that I don't want anything but to just make some money. You know, I just want to be able to make money. I never wanted to be a thing. I never wanted to have a title or whatever it is. But in life, titles come with life, and it just is what it is. Yeah, you ever think about your purpose? Okay, DeMarcus asked that. And I guess like doing this YouTube thing, I find it very interesting because, again, until recently, and again, having to learn some things, I never really considered myself a very, very personable person. A person, like I said, I've always been real, keep a few friends, not real out there. I always thought I've had an odd type of personality. But these interactions, these things, and that I've met, and there's no having conversations with people. My purpose is I don't know, maybe to help people understand something. You know, maybe especially like some of the younger folks, not to go through the things that I did, and have a better understanding. Because I don't think people are honest with the youth. You know, I don't think they're honest in telling them what's really going on with the world these days. They just try to tell them, hey, you do this, do this, do this. And I don't think, you know, especially at a certain age, especially those young adult, those late teenager years, you know, you become a little rebellious. Why? You know, why should I do this? Why should I do that? I think, you know, sometimes I feel like, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm assuming, but I feel like I'm a relatable person, that I can, you know, relate to all kinds of people because I've been in all kinds of situations. And like I think I'd like to eventually, I don't want to say be a speaker because I don't think I want to do that, but some way to help the youth on a mass scale, you know. You know, you say, did you put on this earth to do, whether laugh, cry, think, etc. So I'm not sure exactly what it is, but, you know, because I think about sometimes even outside of the den, I ain't putting nobody out there, but I've had a lot of people, you know, just reach out to me with different things. And I've had lots of conversation with a lot of y'all, you know, outside of the den, and just asking, man, Mark, I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, Mark. Spending those Benjamins. I appreciate that. And so my thing is, I think that, you know, I don't know what it's going to take. I'm obviously life coach and speaker, mentor. I think I have to achieve some things still in my life before I could be a mentor, you know, because at the same time, you know, kids, especially, you know, what have you ever done? You know, well, I have a YouTube channel with almost 1,900 subscribers. How about that? And they can blame me. I got 10,000. They don't want to hear that shit. You know, like, there's some things that I like I say, I see in the future for the den, you know, soft sports, things like that, to build, and outside of it just being a YouTube channel. So, you know, maybe turning that into something, then maybe I can be a person who's had some other experiences. But I've had various experiences in life, and I want to be able to help a lot of people who are maybe in a tough spot get out of that, avoid that. You know what I mean? To if they have a certain mind state and they're in a low place, be a voice of reason that can say, hey man, this ain't where you gotta be, this ain't how you gotta feel. Because you have certain groups of people who want to continue to push certain ideologies on people. And I think that you know what I'm saying? The sweating part down. Fuck you. But you know, helping people get out. I mean, not get out of situation, I mean trying to inspire them and you know, show them a different direction. Because I think when you're just surrounded by certain groups of people, you only know one of those things. You only know one way of thinking. And I'd like to open people's minds to different stuff. We got a call real quick. We'll take this call. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hey, it's your boy Josh again, man.
Josh, what's the motherfucking deal, Josh? What would you like to drop in the den tonight?
All right, man. But about this topic, man, it's interesting just sitting around hearing everybody's fake confessions, or as you will call it. And I really thank Mano for being on. I mean, haven't seen him in a while. Like, I know he's busy and stuff. But I want to say one real confession that's probably going to blow, I guess, some people's minds. As much as I've been talking about, you know, like, I'm talking about, like, being with girls and hanging out with girls and doing stuff like that, all that stuff. And, like, mostly, like, in high school, there wasn't really a whole lot of fine girls to really choose from over there. I guess our school was the curse when really the fine girls went to the other schools around the area. And luckily, I'm friends with ended up being friends with other ones. But I'm actually still a virgin by choice, and that's because growing up, I always I had that urge at first, but then again, it was just like, and a bitch ugly or some other shit. Really so much shit happened. Then I had some strict parents either, so I guess that kind of helped a little bit. But I was always that dude to probably wait until it's the right moment. That could be marriage, that could be sooner rather than later, but it is what it is. I'm not in a rush because I have the maturity not to be, and just wait and see what happens, man.
Okay. Josh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. That makes two. So you got Josh and I believe D-Love. Both upstanding young men. Y'all need to go get some motherfucking pussy. Stop the bullshit, man. Let's come on. Let's be real. Not fucking with y'all, man. I'm fucking with y'all. Nah, man. I can respect that, man. I respect that. And I'll be honest. I wouldn't say that's what I would go back and do. Probably should have. It's probably the wisest thing to do. But focus on your craft, man. I mean, if you really waiting till a certain occasion, man, just leave them alone as a whole and really focus. Right now you're in school, so focus on school, man. Fuck them hoes, man. Like, don't let that be a distraction. If you ain't had it yet, then you can wait a couple of more years, and trust me, your selection, your opportunity, your choices, and the quality of women that you'll meet will be significantly better once you establish yourself. And so I think that focus on that, man. Don't even worry about don't even be friends with them. Just do like beyond and block them all. Block them on the gram. Block them on the motherfucking everything. Don't go on that goddamn cruise. I told you about that shit. But just I'm fucking with you. But man, just stay focused. If that's the case, trust me, honestly, we talk a lot of shit here, but you're not missing out on nothing but problems, dog. You know what I'm saying? You not missing out on shit but problems, man.
Yeah, I get it, man. Like, fuck them hoes, like, fuck them kids. I got it.
Yeah. But not R. Kelly style, but yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Josh, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Hey, man, I gotta say this right here.
Yeah.
That I think that tops T-Tyler call, my personal opinion. And I said something these days is not really common these days. And that's amazing. That is awesome. Keep that up, man. Focus on you. Do what you do before you start doing anything else. That was awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I agree, man. Like I said, stay focused. Don't worry about you not missing out on shit. Trust me, all that ass gonna be there when you get your paperwork right. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing gonna change, man. Stay focused on you. Build the best you, man. That's the wisest thing to do. And then again, once you get to that level and you know that you've waited, you know that you've got yourself together, you got your paperwork, you got all that other stuff, man, you can be a real old high sedity nigga. You can be as picky as you want to, because trust me, they're gonna be coming out the woodwork, especially when they didn't fuck with you back then, and on that Mike Jones shit back then, they didn't want me. You'll be in a position to where you can be selective. You're like, man, I ain't never fucked with nobody. I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? You can't, wiggle some ass for me and make me feel some type of way. I got my situation right. I'm degreed, or I'm, got a good job, or I got a business going for myself, and I'm waiting for a certain type of lady. So, hold yourself to a high standard. There's a lot of hoes gonna hate you for that, but your selection will be impeccable. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Let's see. Say, what age did I lose my No. That'd be about 12, 13, something like that. Somewhere in that age range, I think. I don't remember. I'll be honest. That's bad, ain't it? That's bad. I don't even remember. It was somewhere. It was like somewhere in that age range. So yeah, something like 12, 13, somewhere in there. Consistently, like getting action, probably like junior high forward. So, and that's not being braggadocious. That's just being into some shit I probably shouldn't have been fucking, really doing. You know what I'm talking about? But it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that wasn't 12 in the 80s, nigga. So You know, it is what it is. So again, like I say, you know, you stay put, Josh. You ain't missing out on nothing. Like I said, we talk a lot of shit. We ain't. You say confession. That's why I'm glad I don't have kids. I'm trying to convert to Islam and get 9 virgin wives. Man, look. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think around the time that I started, like when I was young, I started smoking weed young too, all that kind of little dumb shit. That was right around the time all that little shit started happening, doing a bunch of shit a motherfucker had no business. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. So
I put it like this here though. I got another confession for people.
all right.
November 1st of this year, it'll be 22 years since I had something to drink or smoke. 22 years.
Yeah, you way better than me. Like I ain't never been. I mean, like I said, I had my phases of drinking. Drinking just never was like a really big thing to me. I think when I like turned 21, I really stopped. But yeah, without smoking, shit, I'm happy about my little. What's this? This is what 8-9 months. I don't even know where we at right now. You know, as far as smoking, but that's only because I've set myself some goals. I ain't saying that I'm not gonna ever smoke weed again. Like I like reefer. I mean, it is what it is. That tobacco shit, I had that little tobacco kick. That shit's terrible. The Black and Milds are terrible.
The only reason why I know November 1st is because that's when my first child was born.
Yeah,
that's his birthday, and I said that day was the last day I was gonna smoke and drink, and I haven't done it since. So it can be done, and I hang around people that drink and smoke. I say, hey, give me a Sprite, give me a Mountain Dew. You know what I'm saying? So it can be done. So all of those out there that's saying that it's difficult, I know everybody has their own mindset. They brain work. Everybody's brain work differently, but it can be done.
Yeah.
Test. But with me personally, I'm saying test yourself. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself to the test. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that, you know, so I heard some people say that they don't, they stopped drinking. I forgot who that was, said they stopped drinking 3 years ago, something like that. They said, me personally, I say challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hang around some people. Wow, let me change that. Yeah. Do what you feel like you do to change it, to challenge. I put it like that. For me, that was the thing. I still hang around those that do drink and smoke, and I don't even mess with it. I tell her, hey, I don't even smoke Black and Milds anymore. I used to smoke those. Yeah. I'm like, hey, give me a Sprite, give me a Mountain Dew. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I tell people, they get surprised, like, what? For real? I'm like, yeah, I don't. So,
yeah. And that's the thing, though, when you got your mind made up, you know, because like I said, there'd be times that I've gone through my life on and off where I've just, you know, I'm not going to smoke for a while. That's why I say it ain't really nothing. But I've been around people, you know, they be smoking shit. It was times that, you know, I'm like, I ain't finna smoke weed. I roll up shit. I'm like, look, let me smell it. I ain't gonna inhale it, but let me smell it. I still enjoy the scent of it, you know, things like that. Except for, you know, blunts kind of stink, but when they smoking like joints and shit, smell a little bit better. But it's been times I've rolled up or, you know, whatever, and just I'm not finna smoke. You know, it ain't no thing. Like when your mind is made up, you know, it is what it is. But if you're forced into a situation or it's something that you really don't want to do, then you're going to be kind of vacillating back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Beyond bar stop, that shit is like dirt. That shit don't even do nothing. That shit is like, that might as well smoke a Black and Mild. You fucking with some Reggie. That shit is terrible. Like that shit, you mad. Might as well just smoke the fucking cigar, the fucking Swisher regular. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is terrible. But like I say, it's still like I say, it's been a minute, but that's even when I was fucking smoking. You know, you gotta be some doty, because otherwise that shit is terrible. Like it's like, what is this? What's going on? I thought that shit looked green, and it don't taste like no, you know. So, nah, you gotta smoke something. You gotta smoke something high quality. That's why I say that's my thing. Like, that's why I'm just chilling right now. But when I did have, or when I was, my person shop with them, it was like a fucking store. It was like, you know, I got some of this. Let me get a little bit of this, that, and this. Let's mix it up. Let me just get a variety pack over here. You know what I'm talking about? You know, and so Motherfucker me. Some of that shit would be dumb. Like, what we smoking today? You know. But yeah, it's good to have variety. But I've been cooling, man. I've been cooling, so it ain't what that is.
I got the number up there. Call on in. Come on. I want to hear some more ladies' opinions. I want to hear somebody else's opinions. Come on, call on in.
I see some folks here. I see, y'all sliding into the chat conversation, but
come on, call.
Like y'all afraid to y'all acting like y'all afraid to that y'all afraid to call in, man. Ain't nobody gonna bite you. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you, man. All you gotta do is speak your piece, man.
Yeah, call on in.
Look, y'all afraid. I think. Look, let's see. We had a couple of calls. Look, we I know. I know that. Hold on. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hello.
Hello.
Perfect.
What's the motherfucking deal? What you want to drop on the confession tonight, man?
And I don't know, man. It just looked like it was slow boogie, on the motherfucking thing tonight.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what's the topic of the conversation for.
Man, we dropping confession. We had some very. We had a couple. Everybody acting scared. We had a couple of interesting confessions. Some people that called in. We've had one T'Challa called in and gave some advice for fellas in the stroke game. Found out
in the what game?
With their stroke game.
Oh wow!
She said that foreign niggas can't fuck. So I guess that's a thing. We had somebody say they blocked a potential baby mama on the social media. I don't know. Like I said, we found out, Josh, he shared a very interesting thing with us. He said he's saving himself, so I can't knock you for that. And you save yourself for the right one.
Man, hey. Don't let nobody like me, because I be done told you otherwise and tell you the benefits of why you should go ahead and test them waters before you let down. But I feel you, though.
Yeah. Let me say, like I say, and just some other odds and ends, here and there. But I don't know. I think T'Challa set the bar high. So,
women out here, as much as women love to sit here and rave about their coochie, trust me, I can almost guarantee you, plenty of us have been let down on several occasions. All pussy, you know what I'm saying? So that's that end of that conversation, because a lot of women don't know that they shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna need way more time if I'm gonna go ahead and delve off into that. But that's one situation. Other than that, what's your favorite strand of weed, Honcho?
Oh man, that's pretty interesting. Like I say, it's been a minute and it's been some variety. I want to say, man, I can't even think of the name of that shit because it was a stupid fucking name. Because it was around the time I was just talking about. I had a partner, they would always have some variety. Because I remember I grabbed it was some Mick Jagger, but it wasn't me. It was like Mick Jagger. It was some platinum Girl Scout cookies. But it was this one he had, and I can't remember the next. It was some shit I had never fucking heard of before. And, because I remember, I think I got like 4 different kinds from him. And in that one, I would just always, because that shit would have you out of there on the moon. But it was just the other shit, all the other shit was good, but I cannot remember the fucking name. And that's what I've been trying to think of, like, since I was talking about the variety, but I cannot remember the fucking name of that shit. I damn didn't want to call him and ask him what that shit was called, man. But that shit there, because like I say, because I remember, everybody was always talking about Girl Scout cookies for the longest, and like I say, I got a hold of some of that, then I got a hold of some of that platinum shit, and that shit was cool, but that other shit, it wasn't bubble. It was
do you prefer joints, blunts, bowls, bongs, evaporators, or dabs? Yeah. What's your favorite way to hit the bit when you were at your height?
Man, me personally, I'm gonna be honest. It's like this: joints. If I'm solo, or maybe 1 2 deep, joints are the best because you get the better smoke. Well, honestly, a pipe is best because you getting you ain't getting all that paper and shit. But I prefer, don't know why, and I feel like it has to be the tobacco and the paper, but I prefer to smoke blunts. Blunts they just seem to be so much more convenient. But if I really want to enjoy the high, it's gonna be a bong or a pipe or something like that because it's just a cleaner smoke.
Bongs are the way to go. I mean, I don't give a fuck how you put the weed in there. Like you can put that bitch in the the old school clothes hangers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga used to have a little cardboard at the bottom. I don't care what you put the bitch in. Like as long as I can smoke it, nigga, that's all that really matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
straight up.
The fact that I get the effect that I want is what matters. I mean, I guess it takes a while because a lot of people love to act like they can just taste different strands of weed like right off the rip, bro. That only comes with experience, folks.
Yeah.
Like you can be like motherfuckers just be saying that shit because for a long time you used to be like, nigga, how is people able to really taste this shit?
Mm-hmm.
But it's due to the paper, it's due to the way it's rolled, and it's also due to the grade of weed.
Yeah, exactly.
everything that you smoke ain't got no particular taste to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. What does everybody else? Anybody who partakes in the who partakes in the marijuana department, type your favorite strand in the chat.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue go hard too. But I got a question for you. So, what is the first device? So, what you asked me? Which one I prefer? What's the first thing you ever smoked out of? Was it a blunt? Was it a joint? A bong? Or what was the first thing you ever smoked?
Oh man, I'll never forget it. No, okay, so here's the story, bro. Now, I was anti-weed. I was anti-weed my whole high school. Smelling weed was horrible to me. My first experience with weed, and nigga, I was clearly peer pressured by nigga everybody. I was like the last person in my hood, one of the last few people in my hood to have ever smoked any marijuana. So one day, my partner, my brother, everybody. My brother's 3 years younger than me. He was smoking way before I was. And they all was like, bro, we got to get Wink high. Okay. So one day I finally give in. We all in McGregor, posted up. And, they had the weed out. So they was like one of my partners, we locked fingers. He blew me a charge because I didn't know how to hit the blunt or nothing like that. So he blew me a charge. I didn't take the end right. And I swear to God, like I gotta be on camera to show you the face that I made. Shout out to my partner Rodney. He in heaven now. You know what I'm saying? But like, nigga, he did the funniest face of like how he say my eyes look when I took to smoking. Because to be honest, the first time I smoked, I didn't get high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the second time I came around, I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, okay, I see what y'all talking about, But I was always, before I joined the military, I was always the kind of smoker, like, I could smoke, but, like, it wasn't like I had to smoke.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool when I did it. If the blunt was in rotation, I hit that hoe. But, like, I wasn't like a massive, like, I had to go hit somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, yeah, let me go ahead and get a Nick bag real quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't never like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it wasn't until I got into the military. Like, I was smoking like before the military, but like, it wasn't until I got into the military. And when I was in Korea, they ain't had no weed. So I was hitting the spice bags. When they were at they highest before the shit got fucked up and it turned to flocka and all of that bullshit.
Yeah.
So I was getting like super high, you know what I'm saying? And then when I came back, when I got to North Carolina from the States from Korea, I was always hitting that shit. And it was just like, nigga, I can take a piss test. I can be high and these motherfuckers can't detect this shit. So spice was my bag for like a minute. I get out of the military 2013. I try to hit up a couple of people, in the local area where I live in North Carolina. And everybody weed was so boo-boo. We're talking about dust and sticks and all kind of crumb. And I could not get high, like, for the ripper. And it wasn't until, like, a couple of years ago, I found one of my dudes, one of the barbers that used to cut my hair. Yeah. He would always have some nice little shit. So I was like, he hooked me up with his man, and I got right ever since. Yeah. So then it's like when I would venture into different places, I would be able to spark back up because it was just like I got PTSD. I got all kind of little shit going on with me. So it's just like, nigga, for me to keep from blowing the fuck up, like, let me smoke. I'm the type of motherfucker, like, when I smoke, nigga, I want to clean up. I want to fuck. I want to, like, everything is so much better than me.
Hey,
like
lying,
playing on the game, I'm an amplified, like, when you cannot fuck my mood up. Like, I don't care what you do. Like, you cannot fuck my mood up when I'm high. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's the way I like to be. You know, especially like when you involved in certain situations, you feel like you don't have no other release.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that I'm not a melancholy, that I'm not a happy person on my own, but like sometimes it's just like, damn, I want to feel good and still have an elevated thought process.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to think on a totally different level of some shit that I would never think about versus if I was sober versus when I'm high, I come up with some of my greatest ideas and some of my greatest like analogies, like just life lessons when I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
Like on weed though. Like I used to like to drink. Like I can't drink like that no more. Like I can drink, don't get me wrong, but like fuck drinking, bro. Like drinking be on some lame ass shit, nigga. I can smoke, my pain gone. Like I'm gonna sleep good. The worst thing you gonna get when you smoking some good ass weed is just depending on the fucking strain is cottonmouth. Outside of that, what am I really suffering, bro? I'm finna do everything. I'm finna take my time doing everything that I'm finna do, and that's the end of that. Like I'm gonna wake up and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it is. But like I always love the joint bitches when it's a crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's a few of us and we all in the huddle. You know, rotating that bitch, bouncing ideas off of each other, you know what I'm saying, talking about some fly-ass shit, you know what I'm saying, because that's what you got to do amongst men, you know what I'm saying? We just want to have a good time and do it the way that we want to do it. I mean, why should we have fun due to how others think we should spend our time?
Yeah.
That's one major mistake that a lot of women, I can say, make. They sit here and try to tell you how the fuck you can and you shouldn't spend your time. Bitch, as long as I'm giving you your time and as long as I'm being able to do what I'm doing without creating no problems, why in the fuck are you worried about how I spend my time?
Yeah. Straight up.
Nah, you know, but, you know, that's a story for another day. But shit, man, I'm going to go ahead and get back on the comment section. I want to see some of these so-called weed strands that these people put in there, if they put any at all. I'm going to get back to y'all conversation and let somebody else get through. But once again, Honcho, it's all good, you know. Let me know if it's sauce or something like that tomorrow, you know, before fucking 7:50 my time, so I can go ahead and get on.
It happens sometime, baby, running late. But that's a bit, y'all guys, we probably go sauce tomorrow, though.
All right, bet.
I bet that. Appreciate the call.
All
right. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
What's going on? This is Wink again. Hi, Mr. Honcho. This is Big Al.
Big Al. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to Big Al, man. How you doing, Big Al?
How you doing, man? Hey, man. Props to you, man. Hey, man. I just wanted to call in, give you a little update, but also, hey, shout out to Josh, man. Good job, brother. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. Stay in college, man. Concentrate on your craft. And, man, don't let anybody get in your way, man, or anything get in your way. Wink, man, you're great, man. I love your story, man. But I just wanted to give you a little update on Mom. Mom's doing fine. We're going to have surgery tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to get that Metaport put in so we can start treatment on her cancer. So everything's going to be good, man. She's positive. And, you know, thank you, Wink, man, for giving me some advice on Mom. We started that plant-based diet.
Yeah. Good,
and
good.
She's doing good, man. We stopped the sugar.
Good.
Eating, you know, because sugar will kill everything, man.
Yeah.
Sugar is bad for you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, thank you for everybody. Thank you for the prayers from everybody. I know this is a den, but, you know, thank you, Honcho, everybody, but for the love. But, hey, man, we're all positive, man. Me, Mom, Dad, we good, man. So we're going to fight this, and we're going to get through it. But, hey, man, like being in the medical field, I'm a proponent, man, of legalizing marijuana, medical marijuana in Texas. I wish we would do it because I think it would help a lot of people, to be honest with you, from the medical standpoint. I think it could do some good things, man, you know, especially speaking with Mom and stuff, you know, but I think it could cure some people. And I think a lot of times with a lot of pharmaceuticals don't want to admit that, you know, a lot of your herbal supplements, man, can make a difference. But that's another conversation. Hey, we talking about confessions?
Yeah.
My confession was, I was young and stupid, but I stole money from my employer, and I had to come clean quick, man, because I didn't want to get fired. So, man, I went ahead and manned up, and man, you know what? I stole money from you, and you know what? My employer respected me more for that, for coming clean, and you know, everything was good. I ended up, you know, getting a good recommendation when I did leave the job and move on. But sometimes whenever you do something that's negative, you got to come around and admit your mistake. Exactly. And you'll get more respect for admitting your faults. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, what I'm going to do, man, my brothers, I'm going to hang up and listen. But hey, I got one question for you guys.
All right. What you got?
Please pardon my ignorance. What is K12? Please pardon my ignorance, but what is K12? And I'll hang up and listen, my brother.
All right, man.
All right, man up, everybody. Hey, man. Hey, I'll continue to listen.
All right, man.
Have a good one. I love y'all.
And glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear
Bye-bye.
things are positive. All right, appreciate the call.
All right, that's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Shout out to Big Al, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that everybody's positive, and positivity is medicine too, man. And you gotta look. That's where it starts. But yeah, K12 was supposed to be K2. Whoever called it earlier with that bullshit, we've just been running with the joke now. But K2 is like a synthetic weed spice thing that they had, but it got to a point where I guess they don't know if it got to the point where it was mass manufacturing so much that it was fucking people up. It was sending people to the hospital and shit. I think somebody went damn near halfway brain dead off that shit, and there was a bunch of shit going on with that shit. So, man, you know, that's wild. But shout out to Big Al, man. That's good to hear. The sugar, man, and that's no lie. It's a killer. I need to leave it alone myself. I keep saying I might go a day or two. But the thing is, what people don't realize, sugar is an addiction. Sugar is a drug too. And that shit will have you fucking addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got to cut that shit out. And like some days I'll do good, some days I'll do terrible. So there's that. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening? Oh shit! I guess I gotta cut the motherfucking thing off.
And I just wanted to go ahead and since they talk about like spice and shit like that, let me go ahead and give y'all one of my horror stories a couple of years ago, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so nigga, I'm chilling in my partner crib. You know, I'm supposed to be leaving to go to. I'm going from Fayetteville, where I stay at, right outside of Fort Bragg, mm-hmm. and I'm supposed to be heading to motherfucking Raleigh, which is like an hour away, right?
Yeah.
On a Sunday, so I'm taking my sweet ass time. I'm going over to my partner house to go wash some clothes and wash some motherfucking clothes. I was gonna play Madden in the meantime, and we sparked up and we was gonna smoke some spice, right?
Yeah.
So this particular pack that we were smoking on, like the last couple of times I had hit it, I was freaking the fuck out. Like this is one story. Yeah. Okay, before this particular time I'm telling you about, I was at my partner's house. We went out in the back, smoked it, and like when he told me, you only gonna hit this bitch one time, mm-hmm. and that's it. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, all right, this ain't Maya. This was like one of my favorite packs of all time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it ain't stronger than Maya, so what the fuck I gotta worry about? Okay, boom. We smoked that shit. You know, on spice, you get high real quick. Like, as you inhale it, you getting high. Like, yeah. You like, oh my God. Like, and that's why motherfuckers love it so much. But they soup the shit up, change the shit around. And, you know, the military and shit like that cracked down on it. That's the reason why the shit wasn't the same like how it used to be in, like, 2010, 11, and all that bullshit. 12, and, like, but whatever. Fuck all that. So, we playing Madden, nigga, and, like, nigga, I got, like, so motherfucking fucked up. Like, nigga, I dropped the controller, nigga. I was hitting the button. Nigga, like, I had that hoe on pause and was just staring at the motherfucking controller for, like, 20 minutes. Like, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So, this particular time, I'm washing clothes and doing shit like that again, too. You know, this is a separate time. Yeah. So, nigga, I go in this nigga's washroom, right? Nigga, the door closed behind me, and the bitch was locked or some shit like that. I'm going to go check on some clothes, change my clothes. Nigga, I'm trying to get up out. Nigga, I was stuck in this nigga's washroom for about an hour, my nigga. I'm pulling all on the door, and his door was adjacent to a fucking door that led straight to his garage. Matter of fact, in his washroom, I was so fucked up that, like, shit kept time looping in my head. Like, nigga, I kept looking out the motherfucking garage door like it was gonna take me back into the house. I'm in that house beating on the door, screaming. I'm in that house screaming. Nobody hears me, nigga. I thought my life was over. I thought God was going to call it a rap because, nigga, I was, like, fucked up. I was freaking out. Like, nigga, I'm beating on this hoe. And then finally, nigga, somebody finally heard me, nigga, and it was a grace of God, nigga. I got on my knees, nigga, and prayed and all kinds of shit. My partner thought I left the house. Yeah. She was like, man, I thought you left. I was like, no, bitch, I've been in here motherfucking for the whole hour. They was laughing their ass off. Nigga, I was up, nigga, I played a little bit of man, nigga, got my clothes together, nigga, and I left. I was like, I don't know if I thought maybe I just had a bad reaction in time, because I had a couple of bad reactions before, like, where I threw up and shit like that, but it was just like, that was it, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I didn't really think it was really that bad. So this particular time I was telling you about before, nigga, I'm getting ready to go to Riley on a job. Nigga, and like my wife was gonna take me, you know what I'm saying, and then drive back home. Man, nigga, I go over this nigga crib, we smoke, I hit it just a little bit, I was fucked up, but I got real thirsty and I was craving a motherfucking a cherry Coke. So I go to the store right up the street, I go get a cherry Coke for no reason at all. Nigga, I drove like 5 miles down the fucking road. Nigga, I just parked in the middle of a bank of bro, I parked like in the middle of a Bank of America parking lot. Nigga, like right to the edge where you get ready to like where it's a crosswalk and then you pull out into the main part of the street. Yeah. Nigga, I'm just parked there, nigga, sleep, nigga, for like 2 hours. Now, mind you, I was supposed to be back home by 4 o'clock. Nigga, it was 4 o'clock when I woke up. I was like, oh, shit. And, nigga, I'm freaking out. And, nigga, I'm like, oh, no. I go back to the crib, go grab my clothes, go grab all this shit. My partner was like, nigga, what happened? He was like, where the fuck you go, nigga? I was like, nigga, I was so fucked up. Nigga, I got caught up. Nigga. I had the car running the whole time, everything. I ain't cut the car off. I was like, oh, my God, bro. Nigga, oh, man, I got back, nigga. I had to fold my clothes up. I didn't have my bag ready or nothing, nigga. Time the people was calling me. Nigga, I missed out on some money and a job. Nigga, them niggas ended up leaving me. I was like, never again. I was like, oh, wifey was so pissed. Oh, she was mad. Oh, man, I was just like, bro, I'm looking stupid on this shit. Now, meanwhile, on the first time, right, that I told you that I left, tell me why I was still so fucked up in my mind. Nigga, I drove like 30 miles away from my house, and I kept telling myself, nigga, turn around. But I couldn't do it. So, nigga, I finally, like, pulled over, nigga, after like 34. I couldn't stop. Like, everything in my mind was telling me what I should do, but my body was reacting a totally different way. It's like I was lucid, but I was so fucked up at the same time, I couldn't do nothing about it. So I was like, nigga, fuck Spice after that. You know what I'm saying? I never smoked this shit again, and I haven't smoked that shit since, like, 2015. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the only reason why I was even still trying to smoke is, like, I was still trying to get a little high, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, but not like fuck up no job opportunities, because that's the only reason why I wasn't really fucking up no shit, because I work government jobs, government projects and shit like that. More often than not, they gonna piss test me. So I'm like, I don't want to miss out on no money, no shit like that, when I could just, you know, do what the fuck I gotta do, just suck the shit up. But sometimes you be like, nigga, I gotta smoke. You know what I'm saying? Smoke after I get the job, then I can go ahead and do what the fuck I need to do. But shit, man, I know they probably rolling like a motherfucker in the goddamn chat, man. That's just a little confession, a little story I had to share. That shit was fucked up. It was scary. And I'm telling y'all, the way that they do that shit now, nigga, if they still selling that packs, nigga, do not buy that shit, bro. Because niggas is out here looking crazy. You gonna be stuck. Like you gonna, and like, nigga, you gonna turn whoever you with off at that very moment, and you gonna end up on World Star. So to prevent that, go ahead and take it from me. If you fuck with me, man, if you like what you hearing, take it from me, bro. I smoked the shit when it was legit, and I smoked the shit when the shit got bad. It is not worth it. Just stick to weed.
Yeah, don't fuck with that shit, man. I knew some niggas was bad off
All
of
right,
that
man.
shit. That's a bet, man. I appreciate the call there, Wing,
Back
man.
in the chat again.
All right, man.
Already. That's wild, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit there, I fuck with that shit one time, and that shit was not a pleasant experience, man. I forgot what I was up. I was up to some shenanigans, man. I was up to some shenanigans, and I was in the city. I think I was going all the way across town, and I was heading back. I'm not gonna get into the details of what I was up to, but I ended up fucking around and stopping at some store. I want to say I was on the west somewhere. I don't even remember. So I bought some of this little shit. I seen one. Well, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. I ain't smoking no weed. I'm gonna just see what this shit about. And I had a partner who used to fuck with that shit, and he would be like, "Man, look, don't if you ever fuck with smoking that shit, like hit it a couple of times, but then don't keep smoking it till you get high. Otherwise, you're gonna regret that situation." So I was fucking with it, I rolled it up like a motherfucking blunt or some shit, so I hit the shit a little bit, I was smoking shit, I guess I didn't follow the instructions properly. I hit that whole little bit, probably about damn near maybe smoked about half of that bitch. And fucking, I'm on the freeway, like I'm in the car, like smoking this shit. I'm like, man, this shit is fucking whack. I had a passenger with me, I'm like, man, this shit weak. This shit ain't shit. Next thing you know, probably I end up following this motherfucking 18-wheeler for like the next motherfucking hour or so. Like 45 minutes to an hour. Fortunately, that bitch was heading in my direction, but it was like I could have easily passed this bitch. It wasn't like, it was traffic going by all around. I'm just behind this mother. I'm just like locked on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to pass this bitch. I don't want to go slower. I'm just following behind this bitch. Like, this is the best thing happening. And then by the time I did finally, snap up out that hoe, you know what I'm saying? I think I did miss my ex. I think I had to like bust a little U or something eventually when I came through. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna talk no more shit again. I'm talking about this shit weak. This shit trash, this shit weak. You know what I'm saying? I threw that other little half blunt. I don't even want that shit. I gave the little rest of that little pack to my partner who was fucking with that shit. Like, hey, you can have this shit. I don't want nothing to do with this shit, dog. That shit here is not for me. That shit is not my bag. Like, I don't want nothing because look, I like to be in control. Like, you smoke a little weed, you may be high, you may be a little slow boogie, but you'll be all right. But that shit there, that shit was not favorable for my situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I learned that, and I definitely know that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? He smoked weed on the way to work and on the way home, and every day nobody knew how high he was. Also, it was a Sherm here from Houston, the store tripping. Houston, I am God. Oh shit. But yeah, that shit was a very odd. That shit is a very odd experience. I say I couldn't fuck with that shit. That shit just, I don't even know what my fucking mind was. Like, I don't like that type of shit, man. I don't like that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you say body showers do spice. I don't know. Yeah, I started fucking with the acid reloads. Them hoes was dope. When I get back on, if I we get back on I'll get back on the session. I'm gonna fire up back with the acid reloads. Them hoes was kosher.
Hey, Mr. Honcho, yeah. I'm gonna have to go and cut my stream short real quick here.
Yeah, I'm about to get. Okay, but I appreciate you coming through, man. Up, man.
All right, Dan. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, ladies, y'all call in. Y'all give an opportunity to call in, talk some trash to us. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Got to say. But anyway, I think I gotta get up out of here, man. This is your boy, Man Up. I got Chuck to do set you.
All right.
I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, appreciate you following through.
Yep.
All right. Give me just a second. We're gonna fix this. All right. So here's the deal. Go a couple more minutes. Probably won't go too much longer tonight. Sid. Let me first take some of this shit out. We're gonna swap it up so I'll open up this way, so I ain't got to worry about relying on the Denline tripping on the phone. Well, shout out to Man Up, man. Appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying, and chopping up with your boy for some good old Sunday night confessions. But that's wild. That's wild. So here's the deal. Like I said, we maybe go about 10 more minutes or so. D-Love, appreciate you falling through. The perfect humiliating trick for a chick to play on you. I'm not gonna give no women no clues. I don't know. I don't think I'm just gonna be humiliated by nothing that a broad can do. So I mean, it just is what it is. What they got. I don't know. I mean, what can she say? I have nothing for that. Cocaine, lace, cannabis, sativa. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, that if I found out some shit like that ever happened, I might have to slit somebody's throat. Like I said, I might have to slit somebody's throat. That would be a no-go. That old New Orleans voodoo spaghetti shit. Does Wayne Brady have to choke a bitch? I'd be on some of that shit right there, man. So, you know, but yeah, I don't think it's really just too much that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really just too much. All of that. Inshallah, I ain't got no chill, bitch. You say you try to make another confession with nobody wanted. So, what have we discovered today, folks? What have we learned? We have learned foreign men don't have a stroke. We've learned not to fuck with the spice, because it will cause you to miss opportunities. We have learned D-Love likes to stand the hose up. We have learned that Josh is a good man waiting for the right woman. We learned that Dr. Rapp is going to drop out of school. We learned that Man Up has been sober for 22 years. We have learned that beyond blocking baby mamas on the gram, yeah, no, I'm not finna do no. I'm not finna do no shit like that. Hey, look, I'm not. Especially if this ain't a broad I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I'm not finna do no weird shit with some chick that I ain't already sealed a deal with on a prior occasion. So I ain't finna just be out there all wilding out. And I appreciate the love, just Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, appreciate the love. The dropping some Benjamins in the den. So I appreciate that. Why is block someone you fuck with a thing? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Like I don't know what the blocking shit is. You know, I just ain't really big on blocking. Like unless it's just some spam shit. You know what I mean? So outside of that, I don't really fucking block shit. I don't be caring. What else? What else have we learned today, people? What else have we learned today? With Benjamin? Yeah, I was supposed to do that too. Huh? Well, no, I was supposed to change it to something else. What was I supposed to change it to? What was it? Was something I was supposed to change it to. So we had another idea the other night, but he said he paid up for the. Oh, so he's on the. He now that he see that the laws and said that they looking at him as a suspect, or not a suspect, but that he orchestrated the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I understand, man. Up, I understand completely. So. But yeah, you see, and I see a lot of folks. There's been a lot of folks who done came in and just said, you know, hey, I understand. I see some folks who changed their mind on the Jussie situation. It's still some people, they just trying to hold, motherfucker, they trying to just hold so firm to that situation. Like, come on, man. Like, let's stop with the nonsense. Stop with the shenanigans. The man did them shits. Oh, you know what? Why ain't y'all, Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Y'all ain't even tell me the shit was not even active. I thought I did. No, I know what I did. I clicked the wrong fucking shortcut. I think I clicked the Discord shortcut instead of the chat bot. The motherfuckers look the same though. Nigerian collusion. Yeah, now it's still they ain't on. Give it a second. It's finna boot up. Do I watch pro wrestling? I have not watched pro wrestling consistently since the Attitude Era. Oh man, you know what? Is that a thing? Or does it? I wonder if it's still. Yeah, it probably didn't. It probably didn't. Yeah, y'all gotta remind me on that. See, y'all know players be fucking up. Let's see where we at. Where we at? No, it did not. Probably did not. Well, we see Kenneth is out of the top 5. I should make somebody a moderator now. But here is the dealy deal. Here is the dealy deal. Yeah, because I did want to steal some pistachios and bully some folks. But I think we're going to get ready to wind it down for tonight. I want to say thank you for the very interesting calls. And like I say, we're going to work on it. We're going to try to, we will try to, oh man, appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, Red Ass. Thank you for dropping some Benjamins in the den. Say thanks a lot to the den. Really enjoy the conversations. We appreciate you being here. You know, have joined very recently, been very active, so we definitely appreciate that. Like I said, we're all friends in the den. Soft drinks, and we're going. I'm a male man up a Mountain Dew on the strength of Red S. So appreciate that love. Thank you. So we'll stay put for a few minutes till the little meter go off. But yeah, we'll be back at it. We'll see what happens. Like I say, I know some folks were tired of the. I showed love to Sarah's donation. I showed love. I told her thank you for dropping the Benjamins. You know, Sarah she been definitely holding it down for quite some time. You know. But yeah, so we definitely showed love. But like I said, I know folks were getting kind of a little tired of the Jussie situation. So, you know, I just said, you know, we will do something a little bit different. We'll have a little bit different. Yes, there is a whole sponsor. Matter of fact, this is what we're going to do. Everybody showed a lot of love. I'm going to go back and check the love, and we're going to, you know, we might have the Just Sarah Denline tomorrow, and then we'll show some love. I know Thomas had showed some love. We're gonna look at everybody. So there was a lot of love shown up there. So everybody gonna get some love. But yeah, we're back at it tomorrow. Same den time, same den channel. Tomorrow's fucking President's Day, ain't it? Is President's Day like a big holiday? It's like a bank holiday. So, got some work to put in. I have some stuff I was supposed to have done earlier, but my sleep schedule was a little thrown off today. No school. I don't know. I might do some midday mixer action for the mixer crew. I ain't gave y'all no mixer love in a while. We'll see. I can't guarantee that. Oh shit. Appreciate the love, Just Sarah. Okay. Showing love, dropping some of them Benjamins. All right, well, we'll keep talking for a few. Look. We you know, normally I don't do this, but keep the party going. So appreciate that love. So yeah, man. Like I say, we'll get a little bit of the. We'll get a little bit of. Maybe we might try to get a little midday mixer crew. I know the mixer crew they've been talking about. You know, they've been getting ignored and all that. So, you know. Little one ain't got no school, so maybe I'll do some play the mixer with the little one. and that would be cool, you know. But it won't be no crazy mixer stories. No. But bad, Jussie. I've been holding down. I appreciate that love. But you know, FIFA with the little one. Oh, you say you deleted your mixer when I said it was canceled. Well, I ain't been back on there. Shaq's taking a hiatus right now, so you know he got some things he's working on. But when he get back on and start doing some things again, and we'll see what's up with that. How many in the mixer crew? I don't know. How deep is the mixer crew? I don't know what the mixer crew like the best night. I don't know if the mixer crew's ever gotten up to. Has the mixer crew ever gotten up to double digits? It's usually like, I think fucking Human Fall Flat one night was like one of the best nights of mixer crew, and it was a bunch of random people started coming in there and just wanting to play Human Fall Flat. All right, Keisha, man, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm glad you could join us. So I'm trying to think. Do I have any other confessions? I can't give all my confessions away because then, you know, when we have future confessions, you know, I won't have anything to say. And that wouldn't be interesting. Because there's some things I could talk about, but I ain't gonna get into everything. So let's think. Let me think what I could share with y'all. I don't think I want to talk about that. When I was young, I was a small animal abuser. Kind of, sort of, not really. Just one small animal, you know. And he was fucking a mean-ass little dog, so he deserved everything he got. But outside of that, I've always been an animal lover. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Did I ever lose one-on-one to a white guy? I'm trying to think. If I have, I know who it was, but I'm trying to think if we've ever really played one-on-one. Because usually we used to run like a lot of, be at the park, so we usually run a lot of 2-on-2s and stuff like that. If I have, I'll say yeah, because I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way we had to play one-on-one a couple of times. But like my little brother, he was damn good. He was real good. This motherfucker used to, when I say, if that was what it took to be committed to making it, you know, he just made some other decisions, you know, later in life, but he was cold. I'm talking about after school, that motherfucker would go to the Y, to the park, to the whatever, to the wherever. When I say this motherfucker loved basketball, that's all he did. Like from when school was out, shit, if he even went to school, from when school was out until you couldn't either see you in the dark anymore, or till the Y closed, or whatever it was, he was playing basketball. That's all he did. So he was good. Asian, El Salvadorian, no, Salvadorian, no, neither one of those. But if it was, that would be the only one I could think of as far as if I lost one-on-one. But I don't know. Like I said, I can't confirm. I can't really recall if we did play. But I would just say yeah, just because I'm pretty sure we played so much basketball that it happened. Confession, you might have crossed off. I don't know. See, you young bucks don't know nothing about, you know, when the Y used to have them open gyms back in the Gap. You know what I'm saying? Man, when I was halfway hooping, and I used to have some very interesting games. I'm definitely out of it now. When I could walk, when I could actually fly, when I had some hops, when I was good to go, you know, it was a different thing. That's terrible situation, Dr. Rabbit. Nah, man, I think that's ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I think if you put in the work to get where you got, because like I say, you know, I don't think, you know, people use high school as a gauge, or college as a gauge to, you know, success. I think it's all about your effort and the work that you put in life. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I think that's what it is. I mean, you know, there's standards and there's things that usually dictate where you'll end up, because most people, you know, once you quit something, you tend to continue quitting things. But if you didn't let that hinder you from moving forward and, you know, being successful, then none of that shit even matters, man. So I don't think that's that bad at all, you know. But with that being said, I'm going to go give me a little rest of these with the bare necessities. I'm going to say I think embarrassed people make them hate me. I'm an extremely ruthless student. Confession, Heidi cheats on all her tests. So there's that. If your mom fell at church, you asked her what happened. God made you. You didn't pick your mom up. You are an asshole of a son. I would tell her if I was her to never buy you strawberry milk again. But folks, hey, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully I got some videos I'm gonna be dropping. Those of you who fuck with Soft Sports, we'll be back at it tomorrow. I should have was gonna do something today, but I was trying to catch the All-Star game a little bit. But with that being said, hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all the love. Thank y'all for the calls. We're gonna make this a thing. We're gonna try to get it more consistent. We're gonna have the Sunday confessions, and we're gonna keep making it shake. But with that being said, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I'm out. Y'all ain't gotta go home. Shit, go do something, goddammit. Y'all got a holiday. Shit, it ain't no work or school tomorrow. Shit, do something. Do what the fuck you want to do. But y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. And I'm out. Y'all still in here? What y'all doing? What y'all talking about? Who gonna steal? I'm finna steal and bully y'all, so y'all better be ready. Somebody finna get got for some pistachios. I ain't playing no games.